For tonight, we're going to bring you a Ohio Valley Conference girls high school basketball game between two old rivals, the Chesapeake Lady Panthers and the Fairland Lady Dragons. Panthers come in with a record of 10-5 under the direction of Chris Ball, 7-4 in conference play. And their starters tonight will be number 3, Candace Pauley, number 11, Blake Anderson, number 23, Maddie Ward, number 24, Emily Duncan, and number 30, Ashley Conley. Going against Chesapeake, and regular starting lineup is number 1, Emma Marshall, number 22, Bree Allen, number 23, Tommy Hinkle, number 33, Mia Howard, and number 44, Kirsten Orsbont. At this time, we'll pause for the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carroll Center for tonight's contest between the Chesapeake Lady Panthers and the Fairland Lady Dragons. Please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag as we play our national anthem.
Before we get going tonight with the ball game, I got to give a shout out to this lady. She's going to kill me. I didn't say anything to her about her the last game, but she's probably one of the best scorekeepers in America, at least for tonight. She's an old teaching colleague of mine, and she's the mother of Emma Marshall, the Lady Dragons point guard. Renee Marshall, big shout out for you tonight, girl. Keep the numbers straight. We'll be okay. The Dragons come in with a record of 13-1. They're 9-1 in the league, and they're tied with Colgrove. Both teams have one loss, both to each other. So those are the two top teams. But this team, Chesapeake, is a dangerous team. I was talking to their head coach Chris Ball a little earlier, and if they could just get one or two other players to step up, they have two really talented players in Blake Anderson and Maddie Ward. They need for someone else to step up, and we could really have a dandy of a ball game. In the ball game down at Chesapeake, the Lady Dragons played them, or the Panthers played them pretty tough for 2 quarters. And then about midway through the 3rd quarter, the Dragons went on a scoring spree and ended up winning. It was a lot closer game than the final score indicated. Joining me tonight, when he gets here, is my old coaching colleague, Dave Carroll. He had a game tonight against Chesapeake, 7th and 8th grade. And here we go. The tip is won by the Dragons. Mia Howard comes out there with it over to Emma Marshall. She drives the baseline, down low to Orsbond. To Hinkle, she takes it to the middle. Nice drop-off pass, but Allen lost control, and she's tied up, and it's going to go to the Chesapeake Panthers. Also, tonight's officials are Mike Maumeister, Brian Roach, and John Blanton. Ward brings the ball up for the Panthers. She brings it to the left wing to Anderson. Back out to the left wing to Ward. Ward takes it inside, misses off the rim. Anderson comes out there with it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Tommy Hinkle. Panthers possession. Okay, he finally got here. Ball inbounds to Anderson. She takes it to the left wing, swings it back around. Ward down low to
You should have.
Anderson. Anderson gets a pick by Ward. He's on the left wing, takes it back outside to Pauly. Pauly to Conley. Conley back to Ward. Ward looking, backs off. Heads. And it's picked off in there by Mia Howard. Howard over to Bree Allen. She takes it down sideline, goes all the way in, and commits a charging foul, offensive foul on Bree Allen, her first, team's first. Duncan inbounds the ball, gets it back, brings it across the line over to Ward. Maddie Ward with the ball, out between the circles. Dribbles to the left wing, goes baseline, throws the ball to actually no one, but Hinkle comes out there with it. She takes it in, spins left, puts it up, air ball. And Duncan comes out there with it. And it's picked off by Emily Marshall, and she puts it up and in for the game's first score. 6:13 on a running clock. Dragons ahead 2-0. Ward brings it down. The Dragons employing a little three-quarter court press. Over to Conley. Conley to Pauly. Pauly puts it up, and it's off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Ward. She takes it back up and in. And the score's 2-2. How you doing, Coach?
I'm here.
How close was it? I watched most of it.
54-41. We didn't play exceptionally well, and there was probably 45, 50 foul shots shot in that game tonight.
Wow. I know it was about a 9-point game when I left. Howard takes it inside, puts it up, loses it, out of bounds. Chesapeake ball. Duncan inbounds the ball to Ward. Ward to Anderson. Anderson walks it up. Dragons put a little pressure on. And that is a timeout called by Coach Chris Ball. Didn't like where that was going.
We started early. I thought we were going to start at 7:30.
They only played 2 quarters of JV.
And of course, my game ran long.
Did it? I was going to say, I figured you'd be here right at 7 or a little before. That's what those foul shots will do.
Oh, my. And jump ball.
I know. There's a
jump ball. That's the one thing I will say different from coaching boys. You coach girls, there's jump balls all the time.
Oh, yeah. But the one thing I think about coaching girls is they're probably more fundamentally sound. They don't go out here and try to make some kind of razzle-dazzle shot.
Well, I've coached both, and I enjoy the girls. I'm not going to lie to you.
Chesapeake with the ball. Throws it down the corner. It's knocked out of bounds by Tommy Hinkle, and the Lady Panthers retain possession. Conley gets it inside. Ward back out. Conley lets one fly. It's off the back of the rim and rebounded in there by Kirsten Orsbon. Over to Tommy Hinkle in the left corner. She reverses, got a wide open layup, misses it. Anderson comes out of there with it, races down court. all the way. Euro step, up and in. 4-2 Panthers. Marshall runs it across the timeline, takes up baseline, goes up, misses. And number 23, Maddie Ward comes out there with it. She takes it all the way, and she's fouled on the drive by Tommy Hinkle. That'll be the Dragons' second, and that's the first foul on Tommy Hinkle. The Lady Panthers will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Blake Anderson to Ward. Ward out top to Duncan. Duncan to Ashley Conley, who drains a three, and it's 7-2 Panthers. Mia Howard dribbles all the way in for the layup. Nice crossover dribble there by Howard. Found herself all alone and took it to the hole and laid it up and in. Ward brings it up against Marshall. Marshall applying pressure. Ward still dribbling. Over to Anderson. Anderson to Conley. Conley. She gets the ball out top to Ward. Ward loses it. Out of bounds. Emma Marshall applying pressure. Just lost control. Bree Allen the inbound the ball. Hits it to Marshall. She walks it across the timeline. Over to the left. Bree Allen back out top. It's tipped away. Hinkle retrieves it. Checking in for the Dragons is Reese Barnitz and Kylie Bruce. Kylie Bruce gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Makes her presence felt immediately. The Dragons apply full court pressure, and Lady Panthers lost the ball out of bounds, so it'll be the Dragons' ball underneath their own basket. Marshall to inbounds for the Dragons. To the left wing to Hinkle, out top to Barnett. She lets it fly, and that's not going to make it to the basket. It's picked off by Ward and saved to Blake Anderson. She brings it up the floor. Goes to the right wing. Back out top to Pauly. Pauly to Conley. Ward lets a long one fly. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 10-6 Panthers. 2:46 to go in the first quarter. Allen dribbles, looking hard, takes it down the floor, loses it out of bounds. Pretty good defense there. Anderson brings it up the floor. Marshall picks her clean. She's headed to the hole. She lays it up and in, and it's 10-8. Anderson brings it into Ward. Ward brings it up the floor. And she's picked by Hinkle, and she lays it up and in. And we've got a tie game, 10-10. Dragons pressure starting to mount against the Panthers. This time Pauly brings it up the floor, gets it over to Conley. Conley to Anderson. She lays it up and in. It's good, and she's fouled. Fouls on Bree Allen, her first, team's third. And the Lady Panthers take a 12-10 lead with 1:50 to go in the quarter. Libby Judge checks in for Bree Allen. Anderson's free throw is up and good. It's 13-10 Lady Panthers. Marshall brings it up over to Judge. She dribbles right out to Barnett. Barnett's hands off to Hinkle. Hinkle at the top of the key. Works to the right wing. Over to Judge. Judge to Barnett. Barnett takes it down, puts it up, rims out, and the Panthers come up with the rebound. Anderson takes it down the floor. all the way. We got a travel. Ball was rebounded in there by Emily Duncan, and she traveled with it. Dragons bring the ball up. Ward to Hinkle. Hinkle working to the right. Puts up the floater off the glass, and she loses it out of bounds. Or it's rebounded in there, but Blake Anderson commits a foul on the play, and it'll be the Lady Dragons ball underneath their own basket. Checking in for the Lady Panthers is Brooklyn McComas, number 14 for Anderson. Anderson over to Kylie Bruce, three times, and this time it rolls out. Had 3 good looks at it there, Coach, and just couldn't get it to go down.
3 real good looks. You're right. Within 3 feet of the basket.
That's Ashley Conley again putting up a 3 and draining it. Makes it 16-10. Lady Panthers. 30 seconds to go. Hinkle lets one fly. It's off the back of the rim. And boxed out in there nicely by Candace Pauley. And Marshall was unable to retrieve it. So it'll be the Lady Panthers ball out of bounds. Emily Duncan. She brings it inbounds and loses it. Barnett brings it in. She's fouled in there by Maddie Ward. Tried to get the ball inside to Kylie Bruce, but she was fouled. Marshall brings it in to Barnett. Lucky that pass didn't get picked off. But we got a kicking on the ball. Bree Allen in for Libby Judge. Dragons looking for some offense here. Down 16-10 with 12 seconds to go. And that pass to the corner is knocked out of bounds by Emily Duncan. The Dragons will inbound again. Pass inside. It's pulled out there by Allen to Barnett. Barnett puts it up. It's off the rim. Put up there at the end by Bree Allen, but not close enough. And your score after 1 quarter of play is the Chesapeake Lady Panthers 16 and the Fairland Lady Dragons 10. Pretty ugly quarter there for the Dragons there.
You're not kidding. Yeah, just not in sync, Coach.
I know.
Just there's something. They're not.
It's just something about that Chesapeake Fairland rivalry.
It is.
It really is. It doesn't matter what the records are.
You're right. And you know what? We've got 2 pretty daggone good coaches butting heads here. I've known Chris Ball for a long time.
Seemed like a nice guy. It's the first time I met him.
When I did my student teaching at Sarita Canova, he was in the 7th grade.
Wow.
So I've known him a long time, and I've butted heads with him coaching football, and he's a daggone good football coach too. He is. And on top of that, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He seemed like an awful nice fellow when I was talking with him. He told me, we're going to win the state tournament this year. I said, well, good luck. But that's the way you got to think, really,
That's true.
Okay, we're going to start the second quarter, and it's going to be the Chesapeake Lady Panthers. Inbound the ball at half court. Ashley Conley brings it in. Blake Anderson, check back in. At the point guard, dribbles across the line. Takes it to the right wing. She looking for Ward. Hands it off. Ward, couple dribbles, goes right. Puts it up, and it's an air ball off the glass. Rebound by Allen, out to Marshall, going hard to the basket, puts it up and in. And that cuts the lead to 16-12. Dragons applying full court pressure. Mia Howard on Anderson. Anderson gets it over to Ward. Ward cross court to Conley. She puts up another three, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by the Lady Dragons. Tommy Hinkle brings it down the floor. Gets it outside to Marshall. Marshall to Mia Howard. Howard back to Hinkle. Dribbles right, picks it up, hands it off to Bree Allen. Allen to Kirsten Osborne, who hands it right back to Allen. She lays it up and in. 16-14, 6:56 on a running clock. Panthers bring it up across the line. Picked again by Emily Marshall. She takes it in, lays it up and in. And we got a tie game. Just like that, the Dragons reeled off 6 straight. And we got a tie ball game.
Good defense and transition basketball right there.
I'm telling you, I've been watching Emma Marshall just pick people clean the last 2 ball games. I know of at least 3 or 4 steals already with a whole lot of time to go in the second quarter. She may get double figures with steals tonight.
Well, I would try to keep steals, but I can hardly keep points.
Oh, that's quite all right.
We don't have 4 stat guys sitting here watching stuff, so.
I know it. Hey, we're doing all right. They haven't kicked us off the air yet.
Well, that's true. And they might even have us back.
Panthers going to inbound the basketball. Dragons still applying full court pressure. They get it inbounds to Ward. Ward gets it across to Duncan. Duncan back to Anderson out top. She takes it with the Euro step, and it's blocked out of bounds. Number 14. Brooklyn McComas checks back in. Ward puts up another long one. It's off the back of the rim, rebounded in there by Bree Allen. She gets it out to Mia Howard, brings it up the floor over to Tommy Hinkle, back to Allen. She makes a move to the basket. That's going to be short. And Kirsten Orsbon picks up the rebound, lays it up and in, and the Dragons have the lead, 18-16. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pass is lost in there. Hinkle drives to the basket, and she's fouled on the play by Blake Anderson. Picks up her second. Third team foul on the Lady Panthers. Allen has it in the paint. Gets it outside to Mia Howard. She loses it to Marshall. Marshall picks it up. Orsbon back out to Marshall. Over to Howard. To Bree Allen, who drains the 3, and just like that, it's 21-16 Dragons. Blake Anderson walks the ball up the floor. Looks like they've woken up a little, Coach. Boom. Nice pass in there, and a basket by Brooklyn McComas drains it from the free throw line. 21-18. Orsbon fouled on the layup attempt, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Brooklyn McComas. That's her first, team number 4. And 5:16 to go in the second quarter. Orsbon puts it up and in, 22-18. Reese Barnett checks in for Mia Howard. Bond's second shot is up and good. And it's 23-18. Dragons by 5. Conley gets it into Ward. Ward walks it up. Daggone, there's another one. Another steal by Marshall. She puts a shot up. She's fouled by Ward, and that's going to be her second foul. Team foul number 5. And they got 2 fouls apiece on their, what I think is their 2 best players.
I agree with you.
Anderson and Ward. Emma Marshall goes to the line to shoot a pair. First one's up. Bounces in and out. Second shot, up and good. 24-18. 5 minutes to go. Daggone, she almost didn't get another one.
She's playing lights out, Coach. I told you, though, got this quarter started. They've only scored 2 points. We've outscored them 14-2 this quarter so far. And it's been a transition game right here.
Right. 5 full court pressure again. Duncan brings the ball up quickly across the line. She gets it to Ward. Ward back to Anderson. Anderson dribbling between the circles. To the left elbow. To Ward. And Ward tries to pass it over in the corner to Pauly. And Pauly loses it out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball.
Unforced error. Those are killers.
Yeah, it was just a little too quick. Marshall brings it up to Allen. Allen to the left wing to Hankel. Back out top to Worsbon. Barnett. She takes it in, lays it up. It's off the rim, but she gets her own rebound, and then she travels with it. So it'll be the Lady Panthers basketball. 4:22 to go, second quarter. 24-18, Lady Dragons. She inbounds the ball to Ward. Ward dribbles up against Barnett. Now she's doubled. Pauly puts up a 3. It's off the back of the rim. Rebounded in there by Hankel. Hankel, Allen. He's got it on the floor, and Coach Buchanan calls a quick timeout to save the possession. It'll be a 30-second timeout. The fortunes have changed here pretty quickly in the second quarter.
Well,
as ugly as that first one, but that's defense, like you said. Defensive pressure.
hey, get those deflections, get those intercepted passes, unforced errors. You get out in the open floor, transition game. You got a good transition game. It's hard to lose if you're playing good defense. That's the reason we won our game tonight was transition. It's good defense and transition.
I noticed you got a lot of long passes and easy looks.
Two-man
there in the first half.
Two-man fly drill all the time.
Marshall inbounds the ball to Allen. Allen hits Barnett on a backdoor cut, and she lays it up and in. 26-18. Panthers been stuck on 18 for a while. Anderson brings it down the floor, passes it inside to Duncan, and it's kicked out of bounds. Lady Panther basketball. Anderson inbounds to Duncan. Duncan back to Anderson. And she's held in there by Tommy Hinkle. And
Coach, we had a pretty good view of that one. I'm not so sure that was a foul. Don't say much about officiating, but I think he missed that one.
Now Duncan's going to inbound the ball. She gets it in the corner to Anderson. Looking in the post to Ward. She gets it, turns left, puts it up off the front of the rim. Outside to Conley. Conley lets another three fly, and it's off the front of the rim. Saved in there by Allen to Marshall. Marshall up the floor to Barnett. Barnett's over to Orsbon, loses control and missed the layup. Henkel takes it in, and it's blocked out of bounds. Kylie Bruce going to check in for the Lady Dragons. She checks in for Orsbon. Marshall in the corner to Henkel. Henkel. Nice fake. Faked the handoff, spun to the left, and went to the basket and laid it up and in. 28-18. Dragons with a
Coach, that was a pretty
double-digit
play.
lead. That was
Pretty
beautiful.
play.
Anderson out top. Brings it to the right wing, to the right elbow to Ward. Ward looking. Gets it down low to McComas. McComas in the corner to Anderson. Anderson in the post to Ward, and it's knocked away. Barnett picks it up. Hands it. Bounce passes to Kylie Bruce, and she lays it up and in for her first 2 of the game. And the Dragons have sprinted out to a 30-18 lead.
We outscored 20-2 this quarter.
Yeah, right. 16-10 at the end of the first quarter.
Good defense.
Pretty good response after the first quarter.
Well, you know what, Coach? I've always said, and I think you know this, that always shows what kind of character your team has. You're down, you don't get all upset and get worried. You just keep playing and go hard. And
Next play.
Yep.
Next play, brother.
And that's another thing I like about what Coach Buchanan, next man up, next man up, next man up.
That was a nice drop-off pass there by Reese Barnett, and a good layup by Kylie Bruce. I really like that young lady. I think she's going to be a dandy. She's just a freshman. And she played like a freshman at times, but
Now that was a freshman mistake right there.
yeah, that was bounced the ball in bounds, but she hit the line when she bounced it in, and so it's going to be the Lady Dragons basketball. Running out of bounds play, backside to Bree Allen. She takes a look, puts up the left-handed. It's off the rim. Mia Howard rebounds, puts it up and misses it, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Panthers. And the Dragons will take over underneath their own basket. She inbounds to Hinkle. Hinkle dribble to the middle. Back out to Allen. Allen going baseline. She's cut off by Ward. Hinkle going to the middle. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Tommy Hinkle. That's going to be her third foul. Is that right? Her third foul. And the Lady Panthers inbound the ball. Marshall just came up with that ball. He's already got at least 5 steals.
You know, Coach, you watch Emma. She's sneaky quick.
Yeah.
You know, so she got that long arm span. She's just sneaky quick.
Anderson brings it up for the Lady Panthers. Gets it across the line over to the right corner. Maddie Ward out top to McComas. McComas to Pauly. Pauly back down in the left corner to McComas. McComas dribbling. Gets it out to Anderson. Anderson over in the corner. Back to Anderson. She gets a 3 fly, and it's good. Now that's their first points in a while. Marshall brings it up. Gets it down low to Kylie Bruce, and she lays it up and in. And the Dragons lead 32-21. 1:42 to go in the half. Dragons still applying full court pressure. No double team this time. Barnett picks up Ward. Ward brings it across the line. Dribbles right, goes left. Down the lane, puts a shot up, and it's blocked by Kylie Bruce. And Kylie Bruce is fouled. Now let's see who that's on. It's been very important. Oh, 23, Maddie Ward picks up her third. And she's going to be subbed by Ashley Conley. Conley checks in for Ward, who picks up her third. 1:19 to go in the half. Marshall takes it to the right, working on the baseline. Back out top to Howard. Howard to Allen. Allen. It's called gets tied up in there. We got a jump ball, and it'll be Lady Dragon basketball out on the side. 1:08 to go in the game, or excuse me, the first half. Checking in for the Dragons, Libby Judge for Bree Allen. Gets it inside to Kylie Bruce, and her shot is up and off the back of the rim. Anderson working down the lane, puts it up. It's off the glass. Marshall brings it out, dumps it off to Barnett. Barnett lays it up and in. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. And Barnett commits the foul on the press. 42 seconds to go in the half. 34-21, Dragons by 13. McComas inbounds to Anderson. Anderson walks it up across the timeline. Barnett picks her up. Hands it off to Conley. Conley loses it. Barnett picks it up, and Coach Buchanan called another quick timeout. Saved possession.
Dragons outscored them 24-5 this quarter.
That's a good little run.
I see Tim Stevens here again from the newspaper. He seems to be a frequent visitor over here.
He got his start over here, buddy. Way back in 1978, 79. He kept the OER chart for me, which is the offensive efficiency rating. Told me the other day that he still uses that. Keeps stats in a ball game. Dragons bring it out. Marshall takes it down, drops it off. Beautiful drop-off pass to Kylie Bruce, who lays it up and in. And the Dragons are up 15. And that's the quarter. Your score at halftime. The Fairland Lady Dragons 36 and the Chesapeake Lady Panthers 21. Held them 3 points in that quarter. 5 points in that quarter, while scoring 26. So 26-5 run there.
Yeah,
We're
give me a couple minutes and
we're going to take a little break here at halftime, and let's Dave add up all the numbers, which he's so good at. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back here with about 5 minutes to go in the halftime break. And at this time, I want to turn it over to Dave Carroll and let him fill you in on all the stats.
Well, let's give you some scoring for Chesapeake Lady Panthers. Maddie Ward has 7. She leads the way. Ashley Conley has 6. Candace Pauley did not score. Blake Anderson has 6. And Brooklyn McComas has 2. And that's for a total of 21. And for Fairland Dragons, we got Mia Howard has 2. Tommy Hinkle has 4. But Tommy has 3 fouls. Bree Allen has 5. Kirsten Orsbon has 4. Emma Marshall has 9. Kylie Bruce has 8. Reese Cup Barnett has 4. Libby Judge played but did not score.
See, the Dragons are 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 75%.
That's not bad. And Chesapeake's 1 for 2. I'm sorry, they're 1 for 1. 1 for 1.
I think the difference in this game for our coach has been really the beginning of the second quarter when they turned up the pressure and got several steals and several uncontested layups.
Good transition basketball.
Yeah, just the defense. They turned the defense up, and the defense took off. You know, I always told my kids you can have a bad offensive night, but you should never have a bad defensive night. And good defense will lead to easy offense, and that's exactly what's happened in this ball game. The Dragons have turned it up, and we had a guest here just a minute ago, but she decided she didn't want to speak. It was Frankie June. Frankie June came over to say hello. And,
well, she laughed at me.
She's a cutie, isn't she?
She is. You're blessed.
Oh, yes, truly. They're all over there this evening.
You better tell everybody who that is.
Frankie June is my daughter Holly's youngest. She's 5 months old today. Today, the 25th. She's 5 months old today. She doesn't talk a whole lot.
She smiles a bunch.
Oh, yeah. That's she's my 5th and last grandchild. Stella, the oldest. And then we have Lola, then Cash, then Rosie, and Frankie. So they all decided to make a family outing out of it this evening.
Well, I just got a text from Mr. Chance Short, and I don't know where he's at. But anyway, sent me a text, said Fairland shooting 16 of 35 for 46%, Chesapeake 8 for 19 for 42%. So, Chance, wherever you're at.
He might be upstairs. I don't know. I don't see him. He's usually sitting over here somewhere. I got you. Hey, before the game ever started, okay? Has she made any mistakes there, Tim? That's Tim Stevens. He's checking on our. She's looking good. I told him she was the best in America.
I'll tell you what, Coach, I just got a text from a couple of people in law enforcement, Scott Wilson and Carl Bowen, and they said to tell everybody hi, and they're listening to the game tonight, and said we were doing a good job. Well, you're doing a good job. They said they told me I need to shut up.
I feel like I talk too much, and you need to talk a little more.
Oh, no, you do a fine job. I just kind of commentate a little bit.
Both teams have made it back out onto the court. We got about a minute to go.
I don't think either team's going to come out and shoot any basketballs.
I don't think so.
Well, I guess we've talked for about 5 minutes. That's pretty good. I see Killer and Coach Ward and Coach McClung over at the door over there watching us, making fun of us.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm glad we're not on the golf course. Wardy, he just kills me.
I gave that up a long time ago.
You probably saved yourself a lot of money. It's the only thing athletically I have left to do, so I try. All right, the Dragons made their way back out on the court, and on the court for the Dragons is same 5 that started the game. 33, Mia Howard. 44, Kirsten Orsbon. 23, Tommy Hinkle. 22, Bree Allen. And number 1, Emma Marshall. And the same 5 that started the game for the Lady Panthers. Polly, number 3. Number 11, Blake Anderson. 23, Maddie Ward. 24, Emily Duncan. And number 30, Ashley Conley. Panthers inbound the ball. Conley's standing with it at half court. Now she dribbles right, reverses. Brings it back out. And, oh my, they have called an offensive foul on Maddie Ward. That's a defensive pressure applied by Mia Howard, and Ward has quickly picked up her 4th foul. So we're going to have a sub. Number 14, Brooklyn McComas, is going to check in for Ward at the next dead ball. Dragons bring it down. Out top to Howard. Inside to Orsbon. She drops it off to Allen, and she lays it up and in. And just like that, it's 40-21. Dragons up by 19. Excuse me, 38-21. Anderson with the ball. Down the corner to Polly. Polly throws it back to Anderson, and she's hitting the head there by Mia Howard. That's going to be Howard's first foul. It'll be Panthers ball underneath their own basket. McComas going to inbound it. She gets it into Duncan. Duncan down the lane, back out to Polly, and she can't handle it. Another one of those unforced errors, Coach. Just a bad pass. The Dragons inbound it. Hankel brings it up the floor.
Coach, those unforced errors is what drives you nuts when you're a coach. It just absolutely drives you nuts.
I know it. Panthers picking them up man to man. Hankel driving to the hole. She's open, lays it up and in. And this one's getting out of hand. 40-21. Dragons by 19. Anderson brings it up the floor. She picked up by Howard. Back out to McComas. McComas over to Conley. Conley back to McComas. Back to Conley. Conley down the corner to Polly. Polly out front to McComas. McComas to Anderson. Back to Polly. Polly drops it off to Anderson in the corner, double teamed. And ball's knocked out of bounds by Emma Marshall. Barnett's going to check in for the Dragons for Mia Howard. Emma Marshall with another steal. Takes it in, lays it up. She's fouled. It's good. And that's going to be Anderson's 3rd foul. And that's going to get Chris Ball called timeout for Lady Panthers.
Do you remember a minute ago when I said that Emma Marshall is sneaky quick?
Oh, yeah.
That was sneaky quick.
I know it. You couldn't see it coming, but there it was. She got it and took off.
And I'm going to brag on her because do you notice how smooth she was? Just smooth.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, when you got girls and guys, to tell you the truth, that'll go in with their left hand and lay it up correctly, nice and soft off the glass, you got a ball player that can score from either side of the floor. I hated to have to coach kids at high school level to learn to use their left hand. You know, that's the one thing I would tell every kid that's playing buddy league basketball, junior high basketball, is I don't know whether we got sound or not. We got sound? Okay, I guess we're back on. But, Yeah, that's the one thing all youngsters ought to be working on.
Uh,
Work on your weak hand.
I'll tell you, Coach McClung and I work layups, left-hand layups, right-hand layups. We do it every day, and foul shots. And I know those girls that we have get sick of doing that, but
Hey,
you got to finish.
exactly. And, you know, you make your weaknesses your strengths. Don't be out there working on your shot all the time. Work on that shot that you can't make. That ball is knocked off the leg of Duncan by Kirsten Osborne, and so the Dragons are going to keep it on the missed free throw. Tommy Hinkle to inbound. She gets it in the corner to Marshall. She lays it up. Now that's one that she should have made that she didn't. But she gets caught this time with her hand in a cookie jar.
Coach,
That's
you
her
know,
first
she
thing.
had that face. She knew she should have made that shot.
Yeah. That ball's picked off in there by Marshall again on the missed shot. And that shot is up and good. Three-pointer for Tommy Hinkle. That probably get her going.
You know, Coach, since the second quarter, Fairland has absolutely owned this ball game. Absolutely.
Out to the left wing to Conley. Conley back to McComas. McComas over to Pauly. Pauly down low to McComas. Inside to Duncan, and Duncan lays it up and in for the Lady Panthers. 45-23, 5:04 to go in the third quarter. Barnett's out of the right corner. She throws up a three, and it's in the bottom of the well. 48-23.
Coach, I think Reese Cup has passed her sister's point total tonight.
Another pass down inside to Duncan, and she lays it up and in again. It's 48-25. 4:35 to go on a running clock. Barnett's the handoff to Marshall. Over to Allen. Allen to Hinkle. Hinkle looks down inside, not there. Allen, she hands off to Marshall. She lays it up and in. Just like that, it's 48-35. Marshall leading scorer, 13 for the Lady Dragons. All on layups and free throws. McComas over to Conley. She puts up a three. It's off the back of the rim, and Tommy Hinkle comes out there with it. Makes the full court pass to Orsbon. She tries to hand it off to Barnett, and she loses it out of bounds. Checking in for the Lady Dragons. Hinkle and Orsbon is out. I wish her name was Osborne. Are you sure?
We had a little discussion about that today. She said, make sure you say it's Kirsten Orsbon. I said, I will.
Checking in for the Lady Dragons is
You know what, Coach, I
Kylie
tell you,
Bruce
I've been lucky enough to have most of these
and Barnett.
kids in school, and they're fine young ladies.
That's a long one put up number 23, Maddie Ward. She checked back in. It's off the rim. Bree Allen puts up a three. It's off the side of the rim. Rebounded in there by Kylie Bruce. She puts it up, and it's off the back of the rim. Coming out of there with is number one, Sydney Fuller, who's checked in. Anderson takes it down. Shots put up by Duncan, and it's blocked. Back outside Ward. Ward to Conley. Conley to Anderson. Anderson in the right corner to Ward. She dribbles up between the circles. She gets it over to Fuller. Fuller back to Ward. Ward takes it down the lane, puts it up. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Fuller. It's put up by Conley, and Conley drains another three. That's at least 3 threes for that young lady. Barnett gets it inside to Bruce. Bruce back out top to Marshall. Marshall to Allen. Allen over on the left wing to Howard. Pass Bree Allen takes it down baseline. Gets it back outside to Barnett, to Howard, to Marshall. Marshall out top to Kylie Bruce. She hands off to Bree Allen. She takes it down, puts it up, gets her own rebound, gets it back outside to Howard. Howard to Barnett. She's going to let one fly. Boom. Three-pointer by Reese Barnett. And your score with 2:02 to go in the third quarter, the Fairland Lady Dragons 53 and the Chesapeake Lady Panthers 28.
Well, Coach, as I was saying a minute ago, I've been lucky enough to have a majority of these girls in class, and they really are good kids. They really are. I have a lot of fun with them. Good-natured, they can take a ribbon. And I can't imagine anybody thinking that I would give anybody a hard time. Never.
I don't know. We was doing those football games. I've seen some posts and something about, here's your white card.
Gum.
Remember the old white cards?
Oh, you know what's funny is I remember all these years ago telling these kids teaching math, we're not using a calculator. You're never going to have a calculator with you. Well, I'm eating those words because pick up your phone and you got a calculator.
Oh, yeah.
So for all you that I've had in the last 30 years that told you you'd never have a calculator, I apologize. Mr. Carroll was wrong.
You heard it first right here. Armstrong TV. Dave Carroll admits he's wrong. Okay, Lady Panthers will inbound the ball. Ward gets it into Anderson. She walks it up the floor. She's picked up there by Mia Howard. Howard applies pressure. Anderson to Ward. Ward dribbles across. Three-point line back to Anderson. Anderson tries to get it to Ward and knocked out of bounds by Marshall. Getting their hands all over. I'd like to know how many times her fingers have touched the basketball.
She's got to have 10 or 15 deflections at
Easy.
least. At least.
Conley gets the ball in. Ward looks at a three, then takes it down the lane, and she's fouled on the shot by Kylie Bruce. And Kylie Bruce, that'll be her first foul of the evening. And Maddie Ward's going to go to the line and shoot two. And Ward first shot is up and a little short and off the front of the rim. Tommy Hinkle checks in for Mia Howard. Libby Judge also checked into the ball game for Barnett's. Ward's second shot is up and good. 53-29, 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Oh my. Marshall found Kylie Bruce all alone and she lays it up and in. I like that one. I think she's going to be a dandy.
That was a great pass.
She's got a ton of potential to be tapped over the next 3 years. She picks up Ward in the left corner. Ward dribbles, goes left, lays up the reverse layup, and it's up and good. Marshall brings it down the floor in the left corner to Hinkle. She's going to let one fly. It's off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Hinkle herself. Went and got it, spun left, lays it up, and off the back of the rim. Bruce trying to come out of there with it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bree Allen. It'll be Lady Panthers basketball. Checking in for the Dragons right now, another senior, Hallie Penix, number 3, checks in for Bree Allen. Allen, Judge, Bruce, Hinkle, and Marshall on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Blake Anderson brings it up the floor. It's picked off again by Marshall, and she loses out of bounds. Another steal. I know it's a turnover, but she got another steal. Anderson over to Ward. Ward to Conley. She lets one fly. In and out. And it's picked up in there by Tommy Hinkle. She brings it up the floor. Hands it off to Marshall. Marshall to Judge. Judge over to Kylie Bruce, inside to Marshall. She lays it up and in, and she's fouled on the play by Conley. That's going to be Conley's first foul of the evening. Marshall, another layup. She's got 15, looking for number 16 at the foul line. Her shot is up and off the right side. Saved in there by Allie Penix. Another layup attempt by Marshall is off the mark. And Blake Anderson comes out there with it, puts up a last-second shot, and it's short. So at the end of 3, your score, Fairland Lady Dragons 57 and the Lady Panthers 31.
Coach, Lady Dragons outscored them 21-10 that quarter.
That quarter?
21-10.
What was it, the second quarter? 26-5 or something like that?
Yeah.
That's 47-15. Is that correct? Well, you're looking at a 26-point deficit.
I tell you, he's gonna have to come out this quarter, and Coach Ball's gonna have to come out and try to press, try to get some turnovers, get some deflections, get some transition buckets. And he's gonna have to go quick on offense. He's not gonna be able to out here. That was a quick quarter, Coach, and I'll tell you the reason it was. It wasn't from Fairland. It was from Chesapeake. Took their time in the half court, and Fairland played good defense. You know, they worked the ball, but it took them time. They can't have that many.
I think that's been
possessions.
this year's team's signature is their defense. They've been able to apply pressure in a full court, three-quarter court, get a lot of steals, a lot of easy, uncontested shots. Orsbon gets it in to Judge. Judge over to Penix. Penix out top to Henkel. She drives down the lane, lays it up. It's off the glass. Penix comes out of there with it again, and she's tied up this time by Anderson. And it'll be the Lady Panther
Coach, we need to
basketball.
give a shout-out to Allie's family, Allie Penix's family. Her grandfather, who she was super close with, died this past week. And
Jimmy, yes.
last week, yep.
Super fan.
Absolutely.
Always saw him at the game, always spoke. Really nice fella. He'll be missed.
So Lisa, Mike, and all the family, you have our prayers and condolences.
Anderson puts a shot up, and it's off the front and rebounded in there by Orsbon. To Marshall to Henkel. She's going to let one fly. Boom, off the back of the rim. Libby Judge tries to save it, but steps on the end line. It'll be the Lady Panthers ball. 7:13 to go in the game. Blake Anderson walking the ball up. She picked up by Marshall. Over to McComas. McComas to Polly. Maddie Ward lets one fly, and it's off the rim, rebounded in there by Libby Judge. Out to Marshall. She looks down inside to Orsbon. Back out top to Henkel. Henkel to Judge. Judge back out to. Oh, good rebound in there by Orsbon on the missed shot by Henkel. The Dragons set up their offense again. Henkel cuts through, gets the pass, down low, lays it up and in. Anderson brings it up over to the right corner to McComas. McComas up top to Ward. Ward backs out. Now goes right. Goes hard baseline. Reverse spin. Puts up a shot. She's fouled by number 44, Kirsten Orsbon. And Ward's going to go to the foul line and shoot two. I'll give Ward credit here. She checked in there fairly early in the third quarter and has kept herself out from fouling out of this game. She's got 4 fouls. Her first shot is up and good. 59-32. And Bree Allen's going to check in for Emma Marshall. Her second shot is up and good. Allen inbounds to Hinkle. She brings it up the floor. Over in the corner to Judge. Judge out top. Penix. Penix hands off to Hinkle. Hinkle lays it up, and it's off the rim and out. Anderson picks it up for the Lady Panthers. Anderson down low to Duncan. Duncan, nice shot off the glass. It's up and in. Hinkle throws a full court pass down to Orsbon, who catches it and lays it up and in for the Lady Dragons. 61-35, 5:17 to go in the game. Ward takes it baseline, puts it up, and she's fouled. She's going to go back to the line and shoot. And that foul is on. I think that foul was on Allie Penix. That's her first. 15 foul on the Lady Dragons. Ward puts it up and misses. Second one up is good. 61-36. Hinkle brings it up. Chesapeake applying a 2-2-1 full court pressure. Penix going to put up a three. Good looking shot. I thought that one might have been in. Judge comes out there with the rebound, but she's tied up by Ward, and then we got a jump ball, and it'll be Lady Dragons possession. Bree Allen puts up the shot off the inbounds play, and it's good. Anderson walks them all up, across the line. Anderson in the corner to Conley. Conley back to Ward. Ward back out to Conley. Conley dribbles across, hands off to Pauly. Pauly to Ward. Ward on the right wing. Works down to the middle, puts up the shot. Oh, it's way short, and coming out there with it is Bree Allen. She brings it down the floor. Hands off to Hinkle. She lets one fly. Boom. Bottom of the well. Tommy Hinkle. Ward. Picked up by Hinkle. To Anderson. Over to Conley. Conley back to Anderson. Down low to Duncan, and Duncan puts it up and in, and she's fouled on the play. Duncan's had a good quarter.
Yep, he's had a good half. That's her 8th point.
She's going to go to the line and try to complete the three-point play.
That's Allie Penix's second foul.
That's 2 on Allie Penix. And Duncan's shot is up and good. Barnett is going to check in for Kirsten Orsbon. Barnett gets the ball at half court. Gets it down the corner. Throws a pass is picked off in there by Anderson. Anderson. And that pass is knocked out of bounds by Libby Judge. It'll be the Lady Panther basketball. Ashley Conley inbounds the ball to Ward. Ward takes it down the lane, reverses back to Conley. Conley, three-pointer, off the front of the rim, rebounded in there by Barnett. Barnett's out to Judge. And it's stolen away from her by Duncan. Duncan hands to Blake Anderson. Anderson takes it down the lane, puts it up. And there's Duncan again off the pass from Blake Anderson. Saved it, going out of bounds. There's a pass. That's going to be over and back on the Dragons.
Unforced error.
Yep. Emily Marshall's set to check in for the Lady Dragons. She goes in for Allie Penix. Anderson to Ward. Ward back to Anderson. Between the circles. Over to Conley. Ward going to let one fly from deep. And it's off the front of the rim. Anderson picks it up. Puts it up and it's off. Gets her own rebound. And it's knocked out of bounds by Bree Allen. Panther basketball. 2:31 to go in the game. 66-41. Inbounds to Ward. Ward to Duncan to Conley. In the right corner to McComas. Boom. She drops in a three, and it's 66-44. Barnett gets one in the left corner. Lets it fly, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by Allen. She puts it up, and it's off the rim. And she loses it out of bounds. Kylie Bruce going to check in for the Dragons. He's checking in for Bree Allen. Anderson brings it into Ward. Ward walks it up. 2 minutes to go. Ward dribbles, baseline, spins right, puts it up. It's off the rim. And knocked out of bounds by McComas. It'll be the Lady Dragons basketball. Judge inbounds to Hinkle. Hinkle brings it up the floor. Over to Judge. Judge back to Hinkle. Hinkle between the circles. There she goes. Got her head down. Back out front to Marshall. Marshall drives baseline. Gets it off to the left corner to Barnett, and she lets one fly. And bingo, Janet. Another three by Reese Barnett. Barnett's has got 12 in the game. Dragons have at least 4 double-figure scores. Hinkle's going to take it all the way. Lays it up, and it's too hard off the glass. Ward comes out there with it. Over to Anderson. Anderson down the right side. Takes it hard to the basket, and she blocked in there by Kylie Bruce. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Dragons. It'll be the Lady Panther basketball. Inside to Duncan. Duncan. That one's off the rim. Anderson tries to rebound, and she goes down hard. She just pops right up to her feet. Anderson's going to be subbed in there by Sydney Fuller. We're going to check in for Anderson. 50 seconds on a running clock. Dragons comfortably in front by 25, 69-44. 45 seconds to go. Bruce. Back out top to Barnett. Barnett goes hard to the basket, and she loses it out of bounds. Lady Panther basketball. McComas to Ward. Ward down the lane, spins, goes right, and loses it out of bounds. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lady Panther ball. Inside to Duncan, who puts up another shot, and she's fouled by Kylie Bruce. Duncan's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Duncan has 11 in the game, and Maddie Ward has 11. Conley's got 9. That shot's up and good. That makes her the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. 12. Looking for number 13. It's up and good. Judge inbounds to Marshall. 25 seconds to go. Marshall to Hinkle. Hinkle to Barnett. Barnett's back to Marshall. Back up top. Judge takes it hard to the basket. Passes it back out to Barnett. She lets another one fly. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That's 15 in there for Barnett. And that's going to be the ball game. Your final, 72-46. Fairland Lady Dragons over the Chesapeake Lady Panthers. Okay. We're going to see if we can't get Coach Buchanan to come up and say a few words. I don't know where he went. There he's coming. I think he's going to come and join us. Good job, buddy. Okay, joining us right now is head coach of the Fairland Lady Dragons, picking up their 14th win of the season and go to 14-1 and 10-1 in the conference. Coach, a little sluggish start there at the beginning, but you outscored them 26-5 in the second quarter, and another, 20-some to 10 in the third quarter. And let's talk about your team's defense. I thought that was the difference in this game, to tell you the honest truth.
Well, I think obviously Emma was the catalyst. You know, Emma did a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know how many steal layups she got.
And deflections.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
deflections.
I mean, she was.
I mean, her
obviously,
hands were everywhere.
I mean, Mia, Tommy, and Emma do a great job on the top of our defense, and Emma really shined today. I thought she's playing so well this second half of the season. Really kind of being like doing what a senior would do, you know, stepping up, and I think she's done a tremendous job. And like you said, Coach, our defense really kind of won the game for us, you know, and really kind of started to turn them over there a little bit.
How many layups you got there in the second quarter on? It was just layup city. And then Barnett's had a great game for you. She got 15.
I mean, Reese can really shoot the basketball. I mean, and fortunate enough for us, I mean, we got some firepower coming off our bench, you know, and like if we're not scoring the ball well, we can put Reese in the game, and Reese can really shoot the basketball, and she showed again tonight that she's capable of that. She's had double figures off our bench at least 4 times.
She did an excellent job for you tonight. You had at least 4 in double figures. Like you say, Emma Marshall was definitely the catalyst. She got you going there in the second quarter, and she's sneaky quick.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
she's got those long arms, and she doesn't look like she's a really quick kid feet-wise. But, man, she'll stick them arms out there and pick you clean.
I think a part of it, too, is like she's played enough basketball. She's been around long enough. She anticipates really well. She knows what's coming. I mean, she's guarded so many different players, and I think that's a big part of it, just her anticipation and knowing the game situation.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you really turned it up when you needed to. It was 16-10. You were down 6 at the end of the first quarter, and then turned the heat up.
Yeah. And
just layup after layup, steal after steal. Yeah. And you got some good minutes out of your young ones.
Yeah.
And I thought Kirsten Orsbaum played
Kirsten
well.
Does a great job.
Bree Allen, not the greatest game, but not bad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But,
I mean, we're starting to get more out of more kids.
Exactly.
And early in the year, we were kind of Bree and Tommy scoring the ball, and we weren't getting a whole lot anywhere else. And now we're getting contributions everywhere. You know, you look up and we had 72 points today. It didn't feel like an offensive explosion, and especially when you only have 10 in one quarter.
It was a defensive explosion.
It was. It was. So.
We were talking about. I used to tell my kids, I don't know if you remember. You're going to have a bad offensive night, but you should never have a bad defensive
Absolutely.
night.
Well, Coach, I got to get back in the locker room, talk to these guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, good job, Coach. Good luck. Okay, we're going to let Dave Carroll, I'm sure he's just about ready to spout out some numbers for you. So, Coach?
We'll start out with Chesapeake. Candace Polly played, didn't score. Ashley Conley had 9. Maddie Ward had 13. Emily Duncan scored 13 all in the second half for them. She played well, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Blake Anderson scored 6. All of hers came in the first half. They shut her down second half. And Brooklyn McComas, she had 5 for the game. And so that gives You know, Chesapeake, all their scoring. Mia Howard had 2 points for Fairland. Tommy Hinkle had 14. Bree Allen had 9. Kirsten Orsbon had 6. Emma Marshall had 15. Kylie Bruce had 10. Reese Barnett's had 16. Libby Judge played and didn't score, and Allie Penix played and didn't score. But, Coach, if you look down through here, 16, 10, 15, 9, 14, that's balanced scoring.
That's exactly what Coach was talking about, is getting more scoring out of more people. And when I talked to Chris Ball, I said, man, you need to get, a couple other kids to put the ball in the hole. And he did.
Yep.
But the ones that he expected to put it in the hole didn't have great games.
Well,
Ward not bad.
No, but Blake Anderson didn't
better.
score the second half.
I know it.
I mean, they shut her down.
Right.
And she had a couple good looks at the basket.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to do it for us at Carl York Center here in Proctorville, Ohio. The Lady Dragons, what was that final against 72 to?
Oh, my gosh, I'd have to add it back up.
No, you don't have to add it up. The Dragons win by about 25. That's basically what it was. They had a 25-point lead there. So.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we, Fairland kind of slowed down in that last quarter. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but it was 15-15 in that quarter with Chesapeake. So, I mean, we didn't outscore them. They played right with us.
Yeah, well, they played a lot better fourth quarter. Duncan had a lot to do with that. Okay. Hello, Rosie. My little granddaughter, Rosie. Coming over to check out Pappy. Listen, well, this is going to do it for Pappy and old Coach Carroll. So, another Dragon victory. And we'll say good night. Thank you, everyone, for checking in. We'll check you out again later. Good night.
Good night.